Boots. Hey, welcome to our welcome back. Y'all got a weird one today. This girl talking about how she found out her boyfriend, I think of like 4 years or something, was sleeping with his grandma. Child, I don't know. I don't flipping know, but let's get into it.
Story time on how I caught my boyfriend sleeping with his grandma. So I'm gonna give y'all a little bit of backstory. Yes, I got past it and I'm ready to talk about it. So we were together for 4 years, and on the first year, going into the second year, is when we moved together. Mind y'all, we both had our own houses. We just decided to move into one house. It was neither of our houses. We both moved out of our houses and moved into another house. Comfortable for everyone, as I thought. So I gave up my house. He gave up his house, and yeah. So the first year, I feel like every first year in every relationship be perfect as possible. It was something like that, but we had our differences. Okay, so keep in mind, his family was coming over there a lot. Not mine, his family. But that was okay, because I mean, that's his family. So I thought, now we in the middle of the second year and everything was okay, but not great. It got to the point where I decided to get another house, and yeah. But we made it work. He actually proposed to me. Keep that in mind. Y'all remember how I said that he proposed to me? Let's get into that. Okay, a little backstory. He was older than me by 3 years. So he always felt that he had the upper hand. He always felt that what he says goes. Ladies, it doesn't go like that. He did have a child outside of our relationship, but it was before me. I came along, I didn't have a child, but that child loved me. We're not going to get into that because this is not about the child, it's about him. I thought if he cheated on anyone, it was going to definitely be the baby mama, but it definitely wasn't. Now that I think about it, I don't think sis will even double back. Mind you, I said that because for a pick up and drop off with the child, he'd always have to go. It would never be like me alone, or, if I go, it'll be a problem. He made a problem out of anything, like anything. Why didn't I just spin leave? But that's neither here or there. Wait, now that I think about it, he actually told me he wished he had an older woman. Me being so gullible, so stupid, I was in love as I thought. One time he went stayed with his grandma. He called her Known. So he went stayed with Known saying she wasn't feeling well. And who don't love Known? Everyone loves Known. This disgusts me. So when he was staying with Known, he wasn't answering the phone as much. It was always, I'm doing this for Known. I'm doing this for Known. I'm gonna hit you back, or, sorry, I can't talk right now. But again, it's Known. He's by Known. I have his location. He's by Known. Mind y'all, Known was like 75 at the time, knocking 80. So later that week, he decided to come back to the house he and I shared. So I checked the location on his phone. Found out from that he was on his way back. Known lived about 2.5 hours away. So it was like perfect timing. I could cook dinner. I could make sure the house was straight, even though it was, because no one had been there but me. Good thing I did cook a big dinner, because when he came back with some of my family, some of his family. Known came. He had his child with him. Everyone was looking as if I shouldn't be surprised. They thought like maybe he had told me they were coming over. I was told nothing. We hadn't talked prior to this. So I asked him, I'm going to give him the name of Tara. I said, Tara, like, what's going on? But I'm trying to, like, smile at everyone the best way possible. Wasn't working. I went up and I immediately hugged my granny, and I hugged Known. Known gave me a look like, I don't know. It was not a pleasant look, but I don't know. Maybe she wasn't feeling well still, as I thought. So he gave me a bouquet of flowers. I felt so thought about, like, but it wasn't like an unusual thing, because he would always do that. But to have everyone here and, you know. So I'm not remembering if I turned to show the flowers to someone, or someone tapped me and asked me a question and I turned back and he was on his knee. But some kind of way he got on his knee. I was dramatic, crying and shocked. And so I'm not sure if y'all know, but they have like these little posters that the bottle girls hold. It was something like that with lights on it, and it was like, will you marry me? Before I can answer, Known was sick and wasn't responding. The number one concern was it actually his grandma? I mean, it wasn't mine. It was his for sure. I do want to introduce you guys to someone, but I don't know how soon.
So it was his biological grandma. I'm not gonna lie, I was thinking like in my head while I was listening to her, I was thinking like maybe he just told her that this was his grandma and he was really sleeping with her. Let me find out this was his biological grandma and we got problems. That is disgusting.
How soon should it be? But this person has been there since day one, since it all started, and I get kind of emotional when talking about it.
This boy's grandma is a predator and a pedo. I feel sorry for him because this is not right and we don't speak on pedo women enough. Grandma should be sitting in a damn cell somewhere. She probably been grooming him since birth. This is disgusting and that man needs some damn therapy.
So I try to keep a smile. Not only is that heartbreaking, not only did that break me, but that is taunting to have to go through that, to have to endure. It's a different type of pain. It's worse than him just sleeping with a random girl, a random woman, someone I trusted, someone I loved, someone who had just proposed to me. It's actually deeper than you guys think. It's a lot even for me just to come here and tell you guys my personal business. But I'm going to keep going. So remember when I told you to keep in mind that Gnome had passed out before I can give an answer to the proposal? Well, yeah, Gnome passed out. Everyone was in such a panic because they thought Gnome had went to the other side. To look back, it was so dramatic how it happened. It felt so premeditated, but everybody was in such a panic. They forgot about the proposal. I forgot about the proposal. My sister was there. She's a nurse. And his cousin was there. She's a nurse. Before we even called the Acadian, Gnome got up like nothing had happened. She was okay, I guess. She refused help. I know I'm not the only one who noticed this part, but Gnome looked at me and smiled, an evil smile. She was pleased with what she had done. She didn't want us to get engaged. Now let's pass this part. We're done with it. Later that day, it was just me and I told you I was going to call him Tara. We were inside. It actually was me, Tara, and his child after everyone had left. I told Tara that something wasn't right about Gnome. He started an argument about it. Something came along the lines that I said that Gnome was faking it. He asked how could Gnome fake that and that I should mind the business that pays me. And Gnome obviously didn't pay me. He stated that I was lucky that he even proposed to me. I'm getting emotional. He then called me a bunch of names. He said the unthinkable.
So he got defensive the moment you questioned him about Grandma Gnome. That's a red flag for one. Anytime someone gets defensive immediately, just automatically assume that that motherfucker lying. Okay? Just assume they're lying. Because when I know I'm telling the truth, I'm as calm as I want because I can care less if you believe me or not when I know that I'm telling the truth. But that's just me. I don't know. Some people get defensive when they're telling the truth too, simply because they want to be believed. But I don't know, bro. It's giving. He knows what's up and just don't want to really talk about it.
I'm sorry. So I decided to pack what I had there and leave. I said I wasn't going back. I declined the proposal. Before I left, I remember looking back and looking into his eyes. They were dark. I asked him why and why me. Why did he even stay that long if he felt that way about me? He said I was just a liability. I didn't know what that meant at the time. So when I say I didn't know what that meant at the time, I soon later found out that I was actually there as a cover-up, per se. When I left, I took my things. I took really as much as possible. You know, you always forget something important when you're rushing, and that I was doing. Mind you, that is a house that we both shared, like I said previously. So there was no need for me to give my key back. If anything, I'm gonna just leave it at that. It was no need. So later I went back because I forgot some documents I had, some very important documents. I went back. I immediately noticed there were no cars there. And how the house is set up, we had no cameras or anything. So I knew he wasn't going to see me. If I did enter, I was going to be quiet, just grab what I needed and dip. But he wasn't there. Mind you, at the time we were still sharing locations. I hadn't had time to turn my location off, and I assumed he hadn't had time either. Me being nosy, me being still kind of in love, I checked the location. He was in fact by known. I had this eerie feeling like something wasn't right. The whole situation just wasn't right. But I let it go over my head. I eventually forgot about it. 2 days without checking his location, 2 days without him texting me, 2 days without me texting him, 2 days of it. After 2 days, I decided to check his location again. He was in fact still by known. I got this huge gut feeling, and I'm like, something is not right. Like, I just kept feeling like something wasn't right. Yes, I decided to pack some of my things. Mind you, Nome lives 2 hours away. I packed some of my things, and I just headed over. Come back for part 4. I'm going to tell you guys how Nome was dressed, how he was dressed, and the conversation that we had.
So you drove 2 hours away to find out what was going on with him and his grandma? Grandma? I don't know. Which I would have did. Because just after talking to be crazy, I mean, you was done just after that. So grandma could have him at this point. Girl, why you care? But that's a stupid question. We still be caring. Your heart don't just let stuff go because your mind tells you to. So she done drove 2 hours to go catch this man cheating with his grandma. Let me the hell find out. Lord have mercy.
The last part. Oh, his grandma stayed in like a country town. Everybody knew everybody. So, yeah, keep that in mind. I remember getting there and seeing his car in the driveway. Back then, like he stayed there, which he was there for a couple days. I don't know. Have y'all ever been undecisive about going somewhere? Like, I should never did this. That's kind of how it was. I was like, I should never did this. I was just thinking like maybe I should let it play out. I remember going to the local gas station nearby. And when I got there, I knew I saw someone, but I let it kind of rub off my shoulder. So I went to get something to drink, and how the store was set up, for some odd reason, I had to go around the first 2 aisles. I just remember someone saying, "Hey, girl." And I was like, "Oh, hey." Like, it was his cousin. So she asked me how everything was going with Tara and I since the engagement. Guessing he hadn't told his family, but I thought that was kind of weird because he's staying at the grandma's house. But I kept that part to myself because I'm like, maybe he don't want to tell anybody. Maybe he's gonna. I don't know what I was thinking. I asked her a couple questions. I asked her, had she been to Noam's house? She said she hadn't. And the last time she was there, her granny kind of rushed her out, saying that Tara had to do something for her. She said, but she did not see Tara. She saw his car, but not him. So I kind of wrapped up the conversation. We gave each other hugs, and that was that. I'm sorry, a lot went on yesterday, and I could not finish, but here we go. So before you know it, I head over to Noam's house, and yeah, get to Noam's house, and I thought about it. Noam barely locks her door. I won't lie. I stood at the door for about a good minute before I just walked in. I listened. Now, Noam house isn't that big, so when I walked in, I instantly heard something. It was something similar to kids playing or someone beating on a wall. Like, it was very loud. Me being me, nosy, I went to the door that I heard it coming from, Noam's room. I was about to knock on the door. Y'all, I kid y'all, no lie. I was gonna knock on the door, but I heard Tara's voice. He was moaning, calling Noam's name. I won't go into detail about that because there's still children here. This part disturbs me. I bust open the door. I see no on top of Tara. Tara jumped, Dome rolled over onto her side, got under the cover like I hadn't seen her. I'm disgusted. In shock and in disbelief, I just walked back out. I screamed, I hollered because I knew something wasn't right. Not only with him, but with Noam as well. Of course, he did what every man would do. He came out, calling my name. I just got in my car and drove. I drove home. I left. For those asking, did I go back? No. I blocked him. I've never questioned him.
She too damn calm for me. You know how black people be like, oh girl, that's white people stuff. No, I'm done. I'm done saying that because no, we're all some nasty motherfuckers out here apparently. I would think that that would be Caucasian stuff, but your black ass sleeping with your black ass granny? What's happening to you blacks? What's happening? What's happening out here? We don't do shit like this. We don't. What is going on with y'all? And how old is the grandma? Does she look good? That don't matter. That don't matter. Y'all are disgusting out here. And how dare you use this woman as your beard? Now, I know gay men do it a lot. They'll get a girlfriend to be their beard to hide who they really are. Yo, buster ass is getting beards to hide that you screwing your grandmama? Grandmama? Yo, Mima? Y'all need to stop playing. This is gross. This is not normal. Does the family know? Or is it just between you and Mima? You humans. It's you humans that are weird out here. I don't even know if y'all humans no more. Y'all freaking reptilians doing all this weird junk messing with me. But that's my take on it. They some nasty mother suckers. Grandma a nasty mother sucker. He a nasty mother sucker. And whoever else knows about this that's just allowing this, y'all some nasty mother suckers. Now, I done heard of people screwing their cousins and stuff and kissing cousins. I ain't never in my life heard of kissing grandmas. I ain't never in my life heard of that. But, you know, this a new world. This a new age that we're living in. And I guess I just better get with the goddamn times. But I can't get with y'all damn times. I will never get with the damn times, okay? I will watch y'all times. I will keep an eye on y'all. Because this is what I do. But I can't get jiggy with none of this shit. I can't get jiggy with none of it. Love you. Sleeping with his damn grandma. Who does that?